and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to read to you Bogtrotter by Margaret, illustrated by Judith Russell. Bogtrotter. Bogtrotter lived in a gloomy cave in a mushy bog. Every morning he stretched, yawning and blinking outside his cave. Then he started running. He ran across the bog, up the bog, down the bog, and around the bog, until it was time to go home. He ran day after day, week after week, year after year. Sometimes he felt bored, but he didn't know why. Sometimes he felt lonely, but he didn't know why. Sometimes he wished things would change, but he didn't know how, what, or why. One afternoon, a frog said, "Why do you run all day long?" Bogtrotter stopped. "Because it's what bogtrotters do," he said. "Don't you ever do anything new and different?" asked the frog. "No," said Bogtrotter. "Ah," said the frog, and it hopped away. Bogtrotter stared after the frog. He sighed. He shuffled his feet. Poking between his toes was a pretty yellow flower. For the first time in his life, he picked a flower. He smelt it, he twirled it, he stuck it behind his ear. "Ah," said Bogtrotter, and then he ran off. That night, in his boggy bed, Bogtrotter went to sleep, holding the flower, his heart hopeful. The next morning, Bogtrotter went running as usual, but he made himself stop to make friends with a family of muskrats. The morning after that, he stopped to swing from a tree, and the morning after that, he stopped to make a daisy chain of tiny pink flowers. "Ah," said Bogtrotter. From then on, Bogtrotter still kept running, because that's what bogtrotters do. But now and again, every now and again, he stopped to do something new and different. He stopped to splash about with a family of ducks. He stopped to dance in the summer rain. He stopped to slide down a slippery bank and hurried back to fill his home with bulrushes and water lilies. He should have been happy, but he wanted something more. He just didn't know what or who or why. One morning, he saw the frog again. "Do you ever run outside the bog?" the frog asked. "No," said Bogtrotter. "Why not?" asked the frog. "I don't know," said the Bogtrotter. "Ah," said the frog, and he hopped away. Bogtrotter stared after the frog. He sighed. He stared at the flat green line of the bog where it met a huge blue sky. Off he ran as usual, but for the first time in his life he stopped at the uttermost edge of the bog. Taking a deep breath, he climbed over a rotten log. He scrambled up a grassy bank. He clambered over a stone wall. "Ah," said Bogtrotter, and he started running. The end. I hope you enjoyed that book. I'm going to read the blurb to you as usual. But before I do that, I'd just like to tell you that this is a Premier's Reading Challenge book. And if you would like a book to put on the Premier's Reading Challenge, then this is the one. So now I'm going to read to the blurb to you. Every morning, Bogtrotter runs across the bog, up the bog, down the bog, and around the bog until it's time to go home. Sometimes he wishes things would change, but he doesn't know how or what or why until one afternoon he picks a flower for the first time in his life. I hope you enjoyed Bogtrotter. Before I go, I'd like you to, first of all, smash that subscribe button and hit that bell next to it so you will always be notified when I post a new video. And then third of all, I'd like you to click that like button, and I'll catch you next time when I read my next book. Bye!